Good afternoon, all my Christian family, my targeted individual friends. I'm here to talk about my Uncle E.B. He lived down, I believe, in Chincoteague, Virginia. I have relatives in Berlin, actually. I'll have to look them up. My mother always used to tell us this story about her creepy old Uncle E.B. He used to live in this like Victorian house, and she said it was really scary, and she remembers a storm being there and the lightning and all that kind of stuff, how she would be like so scared out of her wits. Well, Uncle E.B. used to drive down, I think, to Florida in his station wagon, per my mother, with his station wagon full of ghosts. I grew up hearing ghost stories from my Aunt Marge, and actually even my Christian Aunt Lena. She told me about, she stayed over the great aunt's house one time, and there was a man sitting at the bottom of her bed. And, you know, it was just like, sit around the campfire and tell ghost stories. That's what we did. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends one time, and I told her, I said, I thought that's what everybody did, because I didn't know any difference. I just thought everybody sat around talking about ghosts. I thought everybody sat around with the crystal ball. There's a story about the crystal ball that my dad got from his great aunt's house for free because nobody wanted it. They were smart, they didn't want it. A crystal ball was about this big. It's this big. And we had rules about this crystal ball when my dad had it. It's no longer in his possession because he died. It's in another family member's possession. This crystal ball, they couldn't even figure out the worth of it, because crystal, quartz and glass weigh the same amount. So, well, anyway, during my probably like I was 19 or 20, went over my parents' house, and the rest of my family was over there. We were just sitting around talking and stuff. And my girlfriend came over, my girlfriend Dawn, and she wanted to see the crystal ball. Mr. Chris, can you take out the crystal ball? So my dad goes over to the dining room in this chest that's sitting, and opens up the chest and gingerly takes out the crystal ball and puts it on the table in the living room. And we said, Dawn, there's 2 rules with this crystal ball. Number 1, don't touch it and don't make fun of it. Well, she was being a little smart aleck, and she's rubbing all over the ball. I'm not afraid of this crystal ball. And we just all went, oh, Dawn. Really wish you wouldn't have done that. We really wish you wouldn't have done that. So, she left. About a half an hour later, the phone rings. We all knew it was Dawn because we knew something happened to Dawn. We didn't have caller ID back then. We actually still had the rotary phones. My parents had that till about like 20 years ago. And, yes, Dawn, hello. I'm so sorry I touched that crystal ball and made fun of it. And it's like, don't tell me about it. So we're like, what happened? Well, she lived about 6 miles away. And during that 6 miles, She hit a German Shepherd and killed it, and got 3 speeding tickets in 6 miles because she made fun of that crystal ball. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you see a crystal ball, don't touch it or don't make fun of it. That's what I grew up with, Ouija boards. And I was thinking the other day, we used to stare in this in the mirror in the dark and say, I believe in Black Aggie. I believe in Black Aggie. I don't even know who that is, but I know it's somebody that's probably a witch. And we were like, would look to see if we could see Black Aggie. I think it was Black Aggie in there. It's like, that's what I grew up with. And I didn't know it wasn't normal. So, that's a story about the crystal ball. I'll think of some more stories, because I can't make this stuff up. I want everybody to have a great day. God loves you, each and every one of you. Be the reason somebody smiles today.